Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're going in Raw.
Hey, Brendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson. And available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell on YouTube. Make sure you always get your daily notifications. You get notifications for the community tab, which we now have, which reminds me, I put a poll on the community tab yesterday, and I'm interested right now to find out what the tally was. We've got 3,500 votes, 3,500 votes.
That's a good sample size.
And I said tonight's WWE Raw was yay, nay, somewhere in between, and didn't watch.
And what won?
The winner, with an astounding 48% of the votes, unsurprisingly, was didn't watch. Followed by somewhere in between with 29%, yay at 11%, and nay at 12%.
Wow.
So everybody thought it was, I'm sad that you didn't vote in this poll because you would have given an emphatic nay.
Yeah, I wasn't into it so much.
We'll talk about that in a bit. We're also available wherever fine audio podcasts can be found, including Apple iOS. If you're on the Apple iOS podcast app, which many of you are, be sure to leave us a rating or a review or both. It really, really helps boost the profile of Going In Raw, or do that on whatever podcast app you listen to us on. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. If you want to check out the reward tiers that we have at Patreon, it starts from $1, and at $1 a month, which goes a long ways. You'd be surprised at what $1 a month could do.
Every dollar counts.
You get Going In Raw ad-free.
Yep.
We put it on a separate ad-free channel. We put it on the Patreon wall. Usually we just take this live stream if the live stream thing is working. Which,
it's a huge if of late.
You know, the Comcast gods are smiling on us today. It's really great. We had a couple new patrons sign up yesterday. Just overnight, last night, the real Hoss Big Rick plunked in on the Patreon. Jorge Vasquez.
Thank you.
Tabassum Tanvir, Paul Zirkel, Dexter Slesarski. Yeah, I got that right. Thank you, Dexter.
Thank you.
And then yesterday, Javier Gonzalez as well. I don't know if I mentioned Rob Reed yesterday. And then Sunday, we had somebody named Sleepy and Art Lover on Sunday, and then Nick Papadopoulos on Saturday. What a great name.
That is a good name.
Yeah, a bunch of great names.
Great names.
So
thank you all.
Thank you, everybody, so much. And then at the $5 Patreon mark per month, you get access to our daily bonus episode, Monday through Friday. You get a bonus episode. It's a post show. We dick around with it. It's really fun if you're watching it live.
You could have just stopped with "we dick around."
Well, this is what you get. You get Fridays. You get 10 for the win. Our old show we've brought back.
Well, it's some sort of countdown.
In the very most minimal capacity. It's a lot of fun. We dick around. We have fun. Yesterday we watched Triple Mania
from 2015, a match that Dave Meltzer rated -5 stars. It wasn't that bad.
And I was surprised. We did get a copyright strike for that, but we just don't dispute it. We don't monetize it.
Yeah.
We monetize it via other means. Maybe some people will find out. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, and then we're also at prowrestlingtees.com / going in
Did you
raw.
mention Friendo Market too?
Every order, I'm getting there. Every order gets one of these brand new postcards with some really crappy artwork of mine that we autograph.
It's not crappy.
And then whenever we get a T-shirt order from Pro Wrestling Tees, we send this out to you.
Yeah, we sent a bunch of them out already signed, and you addressed a bunch yesterday. Thank you for that. My handwriting is awful. If I write more than like 10 words, my handwriting becomes basically unreadable.
Here's the thing, dude. My handwriting is no better than yours. No better.
I don't know.
But that's, I think, the excuse you use because you don't like to write.
Because I don't do it anymore. It's a completely foreign
Nobody does it anymore.
activity to me at this juncture.
Yeah.
Like, I got to go, I'll probably, next week I got to sign a bunch of papers.
Oh.
And I'm going to have like a claw.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the episode of Seinfeld where,
Yeah.
like, with like the hand model, he fell in love with his hands. So
Yeah.
he, did that a lot.
Yeah.
So it turned into a claw.
Is there more paperwork because it's a contingency thing?
I have no idea.
Okay. I was surprised our refi a month ago or whatever, we breezed through those papers quick.
Oh, that's good.
I was very surprised. So anyways, before we get to these super chats, Raw in a nutshell, Larson, what'd you think?
Wasn't into it.
I believe the term you said before cameras were rolling. And granted, look, disclaimer, we do try to be positive here.
Yeah.
But sometimes if they don't give you anything to work with, and my opinion is a bit different than yours, but I did appreciate that usually you're a tad more nuanced and I'm the more blunt force guy. You said it was you had a smile on your face. You said it was garbage.
It bored me from minute one up until right before Drew Claymored Braun. So the very end of the show is when I finally got maybe a little bit into it.
So minute 108. Wait, how many?
180.
180.
188 minutes.
188. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Even the spillover wasn't that much. It was like maybe 5 minutes.
I mean, like, yeah, the Ronda segment, that was probably her strongest. Here's the problem. It's like, even if they put forth something at this point on Raw that is well executed, I find it hard to give a damn because the creative is still pretty lousy. Even Ronda's performance was good. A lot of that promo is really horribly written.
It was so enmeshed. Yeah, and I'm kind of curious to know your thoughts about this, even though you and I tend to shy away when it comes to like social things. But like some people were calling on Ronda, the creative behind Ronda's thing, as some slut shaming. As they say.
I saw that too.
But I just thought it was a good line.
I mean, I guess it could be both, couldn't it?
My hat goes off to the Bellas for
Oh man, they just stood there and took it.
Yeah, and
because some of that stuff,
it's pretty gnarly.
It's pretty personal.
Yeah, it's pretty personal.
And they just stood there and took it.
I thought that was great of them. Yeah.
I mean, that particular line from Ronda about Nikki knocking down the door to John Cena's bedroom was well executed.
Damn
it
good
got
line.
a great response from the crowd, but I can understand why people would have an issue with it.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And I guess the larger sense is it's ground that's been well worn in WWE creative. That particular aspect. The other stuff about them going back and forth about Spotlight, who blazed the trail, yada yada. That's fine. I don't mind any of that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But just bringing up that personal
the
stuff.
specific John Cena
it just
thing.
Seemed it's a line to elicit a response from the crowd, which it did. In the end, it's fairly unnecessary.
Yeah, I thought it. Number one, so I did think that the Ronda promo, I had shocked face through a lot of it. Number one, just like stripping away the creative behind it. Ronda being out there, that was a lengthy promo. That was a lengthy back and forth.
She only messed up one
Even
line.
the mess up was really well covered.
Yeah, it was fine.
It wasn't like Lio Rush standing. And by the way, we'll talk about Lio Rush. Boy, one mess up, and now he's got Vince in his ear giving him garbage every week. Oh, that poor guy.
They're going to completely ruin Lio Rush and Bob Lashley because Vince is in his ear.
They already have. Ronda Rousey, her performance, I thought, was stellar. Regardless of what she said everything with conviction.
Yeah, her performance was good.
Barely any. When she stumbled once, and then they lost each other's lines once, which they covered for great both times. Whenever like Kevin Owens stumbles, he'll like spit it out with more anger, seemingly, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
You don't give the crowd time to be like, you effed up. You just go through it as if you're so passionate. That's why you stumbled.
Yeah, exactly.
And she did that, and I love that.
Exactly. The thing, Ronda, I feel like still needs to learn to have more than two speeds because she came out last night and it was still kind of happy to be here, Ronda.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's I'm extremely upset, pissed off, Ronda.
Yeah.
There's really no in between.
Yeah.
And I feel like there needs to be some in between.
I think she was getting there last night, though.
A bit.
Because I feel you, but I feel like her promo kind of was there when she was going through like what she was feeling, and that was just my own naivete. I thought there was a lot. I was very impressed. I was very impressed, and I thought it was an effective promo. So I mean, when I watched Raw kind of all over the map. I watched like kind of from the beginning, and then I got some of the middle last night, and this morning I watched the rest of it. I was like not weirded out, but when they did that main event again,
It's the third time you've seen this match.
I was, but I do feel like I think they got to be done with the Dogs of War, right?
So.
You get power slammed by number one. If Dolph Ziggler comes back next week and says, "Oh, I'm still part of this great faction," after you power slam me and week after week you say I'm the weakest link,
Yeah.
that would make no sense. So I'm hoping that the Dogs of War is over with.
Done.
It's done with. Because he got power slammed this week, and Braun and Drew. So it does feel like they're going in. It does feel like there was some sort of stamps placed on, like, okay, we're done with this.
Yeah, I just don't,
in a couple spots.
I just don't feel like I'm given any real incentive to care, other than the fact that, for example, I like Drew McIntyre a lot.
Yeah.
Nothing intrinsically in the story gives me any reason to care.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, because there's no real stakes.
None.
Yeah. It's just like, it's all like.
And I this whole feud between Dogs of War and the Shield has been a huge step back for Braun. Huge.
The crowd seems to care a lot less now.
Yep.
Yeah. Although Braun is the kind of guy, he can come back.
Oh, I know, but I mean, they were on, and maybe this is kind of why they did it. They were on the precipice of making Braun a huge face, and of course, they want to make Roman. This is conspiratorial stuff. There's no evidence to back this up, other than just one's.
It's kind of what you see on the screen, though.
Kind of,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
That they kind of sabotage Braun's babyface push, so he doesn't challenge Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
As top guy.
There were some things that some other things that I liked, sort of in the details. Some stuff that, especially, I really love. I'll be honest with you guys. So I watch Raw usually not in one go. It's like impossible with like Alabama's always asking me to go do stuff, and Lacey gets home at like 6. And so, but I do really appreciate the tweets that we get, especially when there's an abundance of potential references to our show, as coincidental as they totally are. I do think they're really messing up with the Shield stuff, and I hope that comes to an end very soon. But we did see a little bit of Chill Roman last night. He literally said,
"You need to chill out.
You need to chill out, man." Anyways, let's read these.
Now, if you just said, "Be cool, man."
Let's get some of these super chats.
Yeah,
and then we'll get on with the
Max
details
Johnson
of the show.
Just wanted to say, hey, I was at Raw last night for my birthday wearing my Slayer shirt and got to meet some nice friendos. That's great
Max, you should have taken a picture with some friendos, man.
Yeah. If
we'll put them right here on the show.
Exactly. Meet up some friendos at a show, take a picture, we'll put it on the show.
Pi 1203 rate. Wait, did I read that wrong?
No, I think that's
It's
right.
one of those things where the numbers mean letters. Anyways, Pi says, hey guys, love the show. Keep doing you. Last night was the first time I saw a show live. Also, there was a "We Want Gritty" chant that sadly didn't make it.
Do you know what Gritty is?
To TV. He's the mascot
of the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah.
Okay, and he's like horrendously ugly.
Yeah, he looks like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Lee Morris Pitt going on a 3-day drinking binge for a friend's college graduation is going to be real.
Oh man, I already have a headache just looking at that
anymore.
sentence.
Can't do that anymore. Mr. Blue 7, best Rousey promo. Looked like Nikki was crying. Yeah, that's her best mic work
for
thus
sure.
far.
I thought she did fantastic. It was great.
Yeah.
A message retracted. Mysterious message, but we got $2 out of it, so that's awesome. Poo Poo on Crown Jewel. That's the name. That's not my opinion, although it kind of is. Says, wow. Taking a fat crap. Love you guys. Might be like, thank you for your $2, but that's maybe too much information.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Joe Juarez. Hey, boyos, getting blazed off some
New Mexico
green chili.
I'm assuming that's a reference, a drug reference.
Yes. Fear and Loathing NYC. Hey, friendos, riding the subway en route to getting high as F. The OG friendo Anton Chigurh asked Taker to flip a coin.
Oh, man. Do I do an Anton Chigurh? Friendo. You do an Anton Chigurh.
It's just, you got to just speak really deep.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got such an amazing voice.
I know, it's hard to do.
Bums me out they didn't cast him as Khan in that second Star Trek movie.
That would have made all the sense
Captain
in the world.
Because, like, dude, he just stands there and you're terrified.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
He is great.
Anyways, let's kick this thing off. It opened up with The Dogs of War coming out. And it's funny because you said this during the brief recap. These days when Braun's music hits, when Braun even says, get these hands, the crowd is so like less into it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Philly crowd too. They'll be into anything or they'll crap on stuff.
Yeah. So they came out. Dolph did most of the talking initially, and pretty much just said, Dolph said they're the best 3-man group in WWE. That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the gist of all this. Drew did some talking too. I think Braun did as well. Anyways, the Shield comes out, interrupts. Well, Seth and Roman came out, and Dolph said, "You guys are outnumbered. Where's Dean?"
Yeah.
And Seth says,
He operates on lunatic time.
He runs on Dean time.
He runs on Dean time.
He does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But we're here. Drew, you're here. Let's have our match right now.
Let's do it right now. And then they said, oh, looks like Baron Corbin totally sanctioned this to happen right now. So that's great. So they did also, we should mention this also. Crown Jewel evidently still on. If this, what you were reading earlier, and just seemed like common sense, if the stock price tumbles because of this, then they will probably change locations or cancel it. If the stock price holds steady, which it probably will, they'll just do it.
Happen.
They
won't mention the location of it.
They won't talk about Saudi Arabia
until they're actually there.
And I have a hard time believing that's going to be interesting. I have a hard time believing we're going to get any propaganda videos. I know what you said. I know
it depends
contractually.
It depends on the language of the contract.
But I don't. There's no way any of them are going to think, hey, this would be a great idea right now for everybody involved.
There most decidedly should not be any.
Yeah. In any event.
So we got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre to kick off Raw.
This is a match of the night right here.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, these two guys always produce quality matches.
If nothing else, man, you can always get at least one really, really good pay-per-view
level.
Well,
this was good. I wouldn't call it pay-per-view quality. It was good.
Have you seen their pay-per-views lately?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The bar is pretty low for pay-per-view quality matches.
For Raw matches.
Right.
So early on, Dolph comes out, keeps interfering in the match. Apparently, at some point during this match, it hits Dean o'clock because he shows up. He takes out Dolph.
Did you just come up with that one?
Yeah.
That was good. I like that.
It's Dean o'clock. What time is it? It's Dean o'clock.
It's Dean o'clock.
It's good.
Lunatic 30.
Lunatic
30. So Drew goes to help out Dolph because Dean's beating on him. In the end, he ends up beating a stomp from Seth.
That was great.
Yeah, it was a pretty
awesome.
well-timed segment. Seth rolls back in the ring right at 9. He wins via countout. He advances to World Cup determined best in the world.
There's a finish move on 2K19 that I stumbled across when I was recreating Mecha Santa.
Mm-hmm. He glows now, huh?
A lot. He glows. There's a lot of them that glows. His gauntlet. Yeah. He wears like a cool necklace now. When your dude is on the ground, like facing down, or no, I think the finish is you like throw a guy to the ground. You get like behind him. You sort of gouge his eyes. You position his neck, and then you just stomp on his head. It's fantastic.
Wow.
It is Mecha Santa's finisher now.
All right, that's good. So next we got the Shield backstage and a bit of a celebratory mood. Seth kind of says, "Hey, Dean, I knew you'd come. You know, you run on lunatic time.
You run on lunatic time.
Time you always show up.
I'm so funny. Lunatic time. He runs on island time, which could be construed as offensive somehow. I think he runs on island time.
But it was Dean who took offense.
What did Seth say that he ran on his own time?
Oh, I
think he did, but somebody talked over it.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking over each other in the segment.
So what is the deal with Dean's new gimmick of butthurt all the time?
Is he going to be offended by Seth calling him a lunatic? Why doesn't he take it up with whoever is doing the marketing at WWE, and that's like his entire marketing thing is he's a lunatic friend. Take it up with Michael Cole, who says it 5 times per Raw.
Why would you put on a shirt that says lunatic if you're going to be upset about somebody calling you lunatic?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. Maybe he was upset that, I don't know.
That's what I'm here for, is just to be unpredictable and save your tails when you need saving.
Yeah, that's your character. Do you need to talk to Vince to like rebrand yourself or something? Do you want to be a supernatural guy? What do you want to be?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a Bowels of the Orient
you want to go back
guy?
to CZW and take power saws to the head? I doubt you want to do that.
Right, exactly.
It's not Dean o'clock and CZW, is it?
Oh man,
so it was weird.
It's not a good character development, and that's when Roman says, "Just chill out, man."
And they said again later too.
Yeah, I know, it's great. It's awesome. They're taking our.
And then next we had this kind of cheesy promo from the Brothers of Destruction.
See, I like this too. It was shot last week.
In a boiler room.
Yeah.
It was just kind of corny, man.
Yeah,
corny.
Come on, man. You got to call it when it's fun. This was so silly. And then because for one thing, like Kane said something like, now that D-Generation X is back together, they've got 3 words for you. Suck it, or whatever, 2 words for you. Well, we've got 3 words for you.
Rest in
I
peace,
swear to God, friggin' Undertaker's going to say, like a dog.
No.
Damn it.
Could have said put you down, though.
Is it just me, or is HBK not the only guy who looks uncomfortable with this whole thing? Kane honestly has, like, underneath his mask, like when you look at his mouth and kind of his eyes, he kind of just looks like he'd rather be, doing his actual work as mayor.
I know.
Because apparently it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big job of his. But I don't know. Maybe they send him PowerPoint presentations via email or stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm guessing.
Could be.
I'm guessing they filmed that thing last week anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I thought that was funny. Next up, Ember Moon and Nia Jax versus Dana Brooke and Tamina.
So Tamina's back. That's cool.
Yeah, that's great. They announced
the Evolution Battle Royal for future women's title shot. They didn't say which one. I guess whatever, depends on what brand.
I would guess. This was hilarious because I mentioned this to you before the cameras were on.
I was unaware of this.
Luke Owen over there at Wrestle Talk, we really like Wrestle Talk, posted a tweet that had responses from, I would say 6 or 7. It was Peyton. It was the Iconics, Carmella, Mandy Rose,
pretty much all the
Lana,
SmackDown women's competitors in the Battle Royal.
Yeah. And Naomi, and it was all their seeming, and you look at the timestamp on these, all their reactions
within a half hour of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To this, and they were all disappointed or disgusted gifs of themselves. And except in Naomi's case, one of them was her. The other one that she posted too
was
like
Pennywise drinking, or clown drinking booze.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, number one, it seems like they might have just found out about this. Like, Carmella was champion 10 minutes ago, so that's got to be annoying for her. Wow. They're not going to do like a tag title thing. They're just going to put them all in a battle royal. It's a good idea. Get some more screen time. Like, what the heck? Man, I was just surprised that they all, because I don't know, you got to figure they're probably all on the road together.
Yeah.
They're probably, like, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, it was obvious they're literally with each other.
Yeah.
Because theirs went up at 9:01.
Yeah.
Whatever time
like the first one Naomi put up was about 8:25. Yeah. It all seemed like they were at the Monday night SmackDown house show.
Yeah.
And heard or saw the news on Twitter probably and all responded to it.
And Lana deleted hers. I don't even know what hers was. Man, that sucks, dude. So Ember Moon got the pin on Dana Brooke after the Eclipse. This actually made me laugh. See, I was actually paying attention to this episode for whatever reason. When Ember Moon got the pin on Dana Brooke, the camera was like right here, right? And it's just, it's whatever, it's the ringside camera. And Dana Brooke she gets the pin like this. So she's looking at the camera. You're the camera, right? And Ember Moon's hair was in her face, so she goes like this as she's getting pinned and then just sort of dead-eyed the camera.
And she realized the camera's on her.
You just got the eclipse, man. Close your damn eyes.
That's funny.
What are you doing?
Anyway, so after the match, Tamina super kicks Nia. And then Ember and Tamina toss Nia over the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody in this match is in the Battle Royal.
And to win a Battle Royal, you have to
toss someone over the top rope.
Over the top rope.
Ember Moon tries to do the same to Tamina. Tamina kind of reverses it, and then Dana pushes them both over the top rope, and then so she stands tall to finish the segment.
Good for her. I like Dana Brooke a lot.
I do too.
You know what's sad, man, is that I went back and watched. I mentioned this to you like a month ago or whatever, weeks ago. I was rewatching Breaking Ground, and she is such a star on that show.
I know.
And I'm like, man, they really,
they dropped the ball.
They really did. After that, we talked about this quite a bit. It was a Ronda Rousey promo where she wanted an explanation from the Bellas about why they attacked her. Bellas come out to the ramp.
So they don't need to give her an explanation, then they do.
Yeah. And yeah, right.
And then Ronda starts talking all sorts of trash.
There's a lot of great lines there.
Yeah, she's talking about how, because the Bellas said, you you haven't done anything here. We're the trailblazers here in WWE. The women's title wouldn't exist without us.
Without our reality shows, there wouldn't be as many women and little girls in the seats here in the arena.
And then Ronda says, well, I've been a trailblazer all my career in judo and Strikeforce and UFC.
And then she says, and right here in my home in the WWE. Right here at home in WWE.
Yeah.
Which I like. I thought that was a great line.
Yeah.
I thought they did a really good job with this.
And then she goes on about how they rip off the men in their lives, or in Nikki's case, the ex in her life.
Plagiarizing and diminishing their men's
moveset, which is a weird line. That's terrible.
Oh, I like that line. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. The crowd ate it up, too.
No, I don't mind the sentiment. It's just... That's
You think it's very formal writing?
Yes.
Is that your problem with
it?
It is very formal, which is maybe why I like it. To whom it may concern.
I know.
You, sir, seem to be, it's like the 1776.
Regarding the appropriation of your your men's...
Of your gentlemen's
movesets.
Vis-a-vis...
your performance in the ring.
Yes kicks and a towel.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So anyways...
and then she does the John Cena line. Crowd pops. And then she says, well, let's
come on down here so I can rip your arms off.
Yeah, and they start to walk. Well, they take a step down. Nikki does her dance.
She rips off her overshirt.
That's what she does when she's about to go down the ring.
And then she does the dance thing.
And then stops.
And that brings the men out.
Security out.
Security out.
So they have a wall of security in front of them as they walk down towards the ring. Ronda comes out, beats the heck out of all the security guys, and the Bellas just disappear.
So that was all great. Anyways.
Next up, we had Chad Gable and Bob Roode backstage. They run into Vacation Kurt Angle.
Chill Angle, man.
Yeah,
Vacation
Chill Angle. And he's talking about how Vacation has rejuvenated him. He feels great. He runs into No Way Jose. They talk back and forth a little bit, and then, hey, man, Baron Corbin pops into frame.
Well, you forgot to mention Gable saying that Rude saying, you look great. You look awesome. You look absolutely. And then Gable cut him off and said, glorious. And then Bob Roode
kind of goes,
just hating life.
Yeah, that's right.
Immediately, he was like, dude, I need some liquid courage right now because I'm about to take this guy's head off. I really wish that would be Bob Roode's new gimmick. It's like he's so sick of Chad Gable that he just turns to the bottle. Goes down like a really dark path there.
Yeah.
Goes into meetings then.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Get some of that beer money gut going.
There you go. James Storm comes in.
We finally bring in James Storm.
And then Baron puts Kurt in a match.
Handicap match against Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Next, we had Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler.
Another qualifying match to get into the World Cup to determine
the best in the world.
The best in the world.
I didn't say best superstar in the world last night at all. Mike Cole said
it's back to being on brand.
World Cup determined the best in the world.
Back to being on brand.
At some point during this match, Dolph started selling knee injury, does it again, distracts the ref. So Drew comes down, goes after Dean. Seth makes the save, and then Dean off the top rope drops an elbow on both of them. At one point, Seth tries to help Dean up. Dean pushes him off. Gets back in the ring, walks right into a super kick. Dolph wins. Back in the ring, Seth gets in there, starts asking Dean what his problem is. Dean pushes past him to walk out of the ring, walks up the ramp. Seth gives chase. They're up on the top of the stage. They start pushing and arguing. Chill Roman comes out and tells everybody to chill out. Says, just be chill, man.
Yeah, dude. He was like pushing away. He was like, and then Dean was like, whose side are you on? He said, I'm not on anybody's side, man. I'm on Roman's side. I'm on everybody's side.
Yeah.
You guys want some Coronas?
I'm on a beach party side.
Exactly. He's like, I know somebody out here has a beach ball. Can we have some fun?
Yeah. Let's just hit around the beach ball a little bit. Baron comes out and says, I don't want to see you guys fall apart right now.
Not on my watch.
You have an opportunity to make up for your loss last week for the third time in the last, 3 weeks? Shield versus Dogs of War, 6-man tag match main event.
Vince really loves this match, so we're going to do it for a third time now.
Third time now?
But it's probably going to be last time because now Shield's going to be okay. Sorry, I just ruined the finish of the match. After that, we had the Dogs of War backstage all bitching at each other again.
Well, it was like Drew trying to strategize. He and Dolph are on the same page, and Braun pulls that crap again. He's like, you guys are here for me.
You have to admit, man, the idea of Drew versus Braun is a lot of money. That sounds like it's going to be really cool.
That's why I said I really wasn't in the road to the very end, because I like Drew a lot.
Yeah.
He should be top guy.
I'm really geeked out for that. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It should be cool. Unless That you just use it for a way to get Braun over.
Entirely possible.
And then they de-push Braun to get Roman over again.
Entirely possible.
It's all just one cycle of hell, Larson.
It really is. It's all in an effort. I tell you, they're just mortgaging every aspect of Raw's future on getting Roman over. Next, Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal. Most noteworthy thing about this match is that Sumir Singh is back. He's back from his knee injury, and we saw the workout videos. He's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked, but they put him in like some Indian garb, so you can't really tell. Finn had an entrance here. Jinder did not.
No. And Bailey was with Finn.
The only way I knew that Samir was back was like you can sort of see him in the background at first, and then Corey Graves said, "Why are we not talking about the elephant in the room here? Samir Singh is back." And Michael Cole literally said, "Who?"
Yeah.
The banter between the commentators is actually pretty good here because Renee Young and Corey Graves was fully on board Jinder and Sumir being back to kind of a comical degree.
Yeah.
And Michael Cole was no-selling the entire thing, saying you guys are ridiculous.
That, and then when Corey Graves said that Kurt Angle was dressed like Hunter S. Thompson later on the show.
Yeah.
And both Corey Graves and Michael Cole seemed like they're going out of their way to make each other laugh.
Yeah, that was good.
Pretty funny.
Hey, we got a new patron, too. Lee Morris Pitt.
Thank you, Lee Morris Pitt.
Thank you, Lee Morris Pitt.
Finn wins with the coup de grace, and then as soon as he wins, Lio Rush and Bob Lashley come out. Vince, get out of Lio Rush's ear.
Dude.
Just do it.
So he comes out 2 weeks ago. He stumbles a bit because that whole Seattle thing was happening. And ever since then, Vince has been in his ear.
Do you think it's that he stumbled once, or is it that Vince has taken a personal interest in the development of Bobby Lashley's character? I think that's more likely.
That could be. It's entirely possible.
Therefore, he is overexerting his own influence to such a degree that he's micromanaging every word that Lio Rush is saying, which just makes Lio Rush, it deprives Lio Rush of one of his greater talents.
So for all of a sudden, all the work that Lio Rush did in proving that he could get on the mic and be okay, and then Vince says, I don't know, I kind of feel like it might have been the stumble.
People stumble all the time. Ronda Rousey stumbled last night. You think he's going to start dictating to
but
say
you
to
can't
her?
put an earpiece in everybody's ear.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying one stumble
no. Ronda Rousey stumbled, but she recovered really quickly. Lio Rush did not.
Well, Bob Roode stumbled, and he didn't get an earpiece after that. Dolph has stumbled.
He stumbled pretty bad, too. You got a good point. You're probably right. It's terrible, too, because how much does this smack of, like, the mid-aughts when you had guys like Umaga, who has, like, your obnoxious heel manager, and then your silent... Bob Lashley is a hell of a personality.
Yeah.
He really is.
He can be, yes.
Really is. You know? And let's make him completely silent, and let's have Vince awkwardly in Lio Rush's ear. Oh, man. And then take away the one thing that actually wowed the crowd, Lio Rush doing his crazy Spider-Man moves. Take all that away because Vince wants another Umaga. Or I guess, I don't remember how they booked or how they marketed Lashley when he was he ever a heel back in the day? I wasn't really watching
but I remember him having a manager.
Me either, but I don't know.
But then at the end of this, Lashley took on Tyler
was Trump
Breeze.
His manager?
Oh, I don't think for any long period.
For WrestleMania 23.
So Lashley took on Tyler Breeze, pretty much a squash match. Lashley went over with his finisher. The whole time, of course, Lio Rush was trying to get to the Lashley.
Yeah.
Lashley.
Okay, Leo, here to. You know what's funny, too, is that there are some lines that commentary was delivering during this that I'm pretty sure were Vince also.
Oh, probably.
So this dude was back there at gorilla position. Michael Cole voice. All right, now tell him that he's a great specimen. All right, now Lio Rush. Lashley. Like he's sitting there just pressing buttons with people's names on them.
I know.
And then saying what he wants them to say.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of an impressive feat when you think about it.
It is to a degree, but also it saps anything interesting out of this entire program.
It's fascinating because of how soul crushing it has to be for these people.
What I was getting to at the end of Bob Lashley's match. You see the look on his face?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man,
ooh, not
he
into it.
He is not
man.
enjoying it.
He's not into it.
As bad as his creative was with the Sami Zayn stuff, at least there was times where he had a smile and seemed like he might be kind of enjoying himself.
He got to play around a little bit with it.
Yeah,
yeah.
This just seems boring for him.
Yeah, he just goes out there.
Well, he flexes now.
Oh yeah, he does a flexing thing. Does this.
And then he goes and squashes Tyler Breeze while Lio Rush is forced to be annoying.
Mike Bannon Brown here in chat says Lashley was always a face, never a heel, till his second run in TNA.
Oh, okay.
He was a heel in TNA, not his first one. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Anyways, that's.
I love learning here on the show.
Me too.
Larson.
That's not a great trajectory for Bob Lashley or Leo Rush right now.
Nope.
Next, we had a Trish and Lita promo. It was pretty much instantly interrupted by Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. This whole thing was really awkward. There was no natural flow to it, and then when Trish and Lita did the Allen Iverson practice thing, it was really forced.
All right.
I get they were in Philadelphia.
Once again, I have to clarify something.
What?
We try our damnedest to be positive here. I got until Alexa Bliss did the pointing thing to mock Trish Stratus. I fast forwarded. I couldn't. It was so cringy.
It was really. Oh, it got worse.
It did.
Because they started doing the
surprising.
practice stuff.
I can't do that. I can't. It's just.
And if you're gonna do the practice bit, you got to get a pop.
Because here's
and there was like a polite.
Yeah.
Kind of appreciation.
Oh, you know that reference, yeah. Because like Lacey was sitting there doing her homework, and I was like, I know she's gonna like look up and be like, what is this crap? And then I'll have to explain it to her, which makes me cringe even more. And I was like, not doing that. I'm just fast forwarding it. I'm sorry. I know. I'm supposed to watch the entire thing for you guys. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I was like, dude,
don't apologize for it.
Just put a freaking gun in my head right now.
It wasn't a quality segment.
It's so. But what is with that? There's some writer there who's responsible for like the Bailey, this is your life, for all of like Alexa Bliss's stuff, minus the Moment of Blisses. I find those hilarious.
They can be, yeah.
The Moment of Blisses are hilarious.
Usually because of the little details.
It is. It totally is.
Breedable.
Yeah. She burped in my face. That's funny.
That is funny.
That's funny. So maybe it's the same writer. If it is, maybe you need to figure out what your strengths are, because this kind of stuff is not the strength.
Yeah, not it.
Really isn't.
Not it. Next, backstage, Bailey, she runs the Riot Squad. They talk some trash.
Imagine going to work and like, because Bailey was like walking down the hallway with a big smile on her face. Imagine going to work, and then just three people are there, three coworkers, and they just run you down.
I know.
That would suck.
Yeah, it can't be fun.
Kind of like ruined it. Took a shit on her day there, right there.
I know.
And then that was okay. So after that, I was gonna get to the other Riot Squad bit.
I'll save that.
We find okay. After that, we had
it's just a waste.
Hold on, we'll get there. After that, we had this is the funny thing is that when you consider an episode garbage, there's got to be some fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
and at least there is here.
Yeah.
After that, we had El Conquistador, which was supposed to be Kurt Angle,
yes,
versus Authors of Pain. Corey Graves found it odd that Kurt Angle would travel with the El Conquistador outfit,
yes,
and not his own ring gear.
Well, earlier on, Kurt Angle said, "I didn't bring my ring gear."
Yeah, but he did bring the. On the other hand, Kurt Angle did tweet out a picture of him in the El Conquistador outfit, saying that he was going to role play with his wife sexually later that night. And his wife chimed in on Instagram saying, "Oh yeah," and they were like going at it. I was like, "Oh, old people doing it. Good for them though. Healthy sex life."
Yeah.
So Corbin brought out a chair to watch
on the top of the ramp.
On the top of the ramp, which was great. He did the backwards chair thing again.
Yeah. AOP, of course, wins handily, pinning El Conquistador after a powerbomb neck breaker.
Right.
Drake Maverick implores AOP to rip the mask off El Conquistador.
Yeah.
They do. It's just some jobber. Angle runs out in the ramp.
Hold on, it's not just some jobber. They rip that mask off. Camera goes in for a close-up on him. Corey Graves says, "Who's that slob?" That's messed up, man.
Messed up.
That poor guy.
So Angle runs out, gives Corbin an Angle slam on the stage, and then there's a bunch of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas references after that.
Yeah, that was good.
Corey Graves yelling Pat Country. That was pretty good.
So then we see a close-up of Natalia's dressing room door.
Dressing room.
Yeah, had her little name on it.
Probably just some closet they put her. Because here's the thing. Like, only Brock Lesnar has his own locker room.
Of all the superstars on the roster, I can think of maybe one that would have her own dressing room. It'd be Ronda. But given how Ronda loves to talk about being part of the family, even that I doubt she does.
Yeah,
because
as far as I know, the only person who confirmed has their own locker room is Brock Lesnar.
It'd be Brock, yeah. Otherwise, I don't see anybody else.
So, I mean, just watching this and knowing this is just some broom closet, they stuck a little placard on saying Natalya.
Yeah.
And then the Riot Squad comes up and wastes some perfectly good condiments
Well, the ketchup and mustard, they squirt it on there. Ruby Riott takes her hand and starts like rubbing it on the door and then rips off the name thing. And I'm thinking like that promo they did a month ago when she was like, we find beauty in weird things, like a broken window and rubbing ketchup and mustard on people's doors.
And taking their cheaply made placard off their would-be or supposed to be locker room.
Yeah, this was truly bizarre. Like you have a week to come up with some way that the Riot Squad can mess things up, and you come up with ketchup and mustard? What is that?
It's not good. That's what it is, Steve.
So weird.
It's not good.
It's pretty funny, though.
Such a waste. Perfectly good mustard and ketchup they just wasted.
When do you eat ketchup with your French fries?
Of course.
If you don't have any ketchup, what's your backup?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd rather have nothing, not even like barbecue sauce?
No.
No, really?
No, I really don't eat barbecue sauce anymore.
Yeah. I go with sometimes I'll go with mustard with my fries. I'll have a little thing. Yeah. It does. Mustard is very overpowering.
Yeah.
Like they used to use it. They used to weaponize it.
Exactly.
In
A
World
little
War
bit of
I.
mustard goes a long way.
It does.
And I like mustard.
Yeah.
But
I like my fries weaponized, to be honest.
Okay.
I prefer it that way.
All right. So next we had a match: Ruby Riott versus Natalia. Natalia, before the match starts, gets on the mic, says, "Oh, you think I'm gonna come down there by myself and then get beat up by the three of you? Wrong. I got some friends." First, Bailey comes out, and then Natalia says, "She's not the only one. Sasha's back."
Oh yeah, because Riot Squad was giving Bailey crap about Sasha not being around.
Yeah.
So totally foreshadowed.
Sasha's back. Natalia puts Ruby in the sharpshooter. Sarah Logan runs in, breaks up the pin. DQ. They brawl. Faces stand tall at the end of the segment.
Yep.
It's probably going to be a tag match at Evolution, huh?
Seems to be the case. At least they're not going to be in that battle royal that
Right,
all the women seem to hate me to be
They
in.
are going to be the battle royal. I got here. Continue. I'll shoot the list of the battle royal participants.
Sounds good. And then we'll see their reactions on Twitter. The other ones who, although it's probably just the people that reacted and then the people that were in that tag match. Is there anybody else? Anyways, Elias was backstage. He had a production assistant there, and Elias was trying to find his green pick.
Oh, we failed to mention that Tori Wilson.
Oh, that's right. NWO Tori Wilson's going to be
Royal.
in the battle royal.
Asuka's in it too.
And I love Renee Young on commentary said, "Oh, Tori Wilson. When I was growing up, she was one of my favorite whatevers." And I'm like, Tori Wilson wasn't anybody's favorite except for Shane Douglas and Billy Kidman. They had that Viagra on a pole match.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Vince Russo thing.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, so Elias is looking at his picks and he said, "Where's my green one?" Production assistant said, "I don't know where it is." And then Elias
he knocks one and produces it from behind his ear.
He's
it
like,
was a test.
He said this was a test. I'm like, how am I supposed to know it's behind your ear, man?
It's like you did that magic trick and produced a quarter from behind somebody's ear.
You ever been interested in learning about magic?
No, not really. I know one card trick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not even a good one.
I've been fascinated at some, like, whenever I've like taken the time to learn how magic tricks are done, I'm always super underwhelmed. Because I'm like, I don't have you have to have a lot of like coordination. Like the cards are like, you're supposed to not know the card's right here. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like, yeah, I'm supposed to hold it like this and you're supposed to think that my hand is normal.
Right there.
Right, exactly.
I know.
And then I'm like, ooh.
It's all sleight of hand and diversion and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, Elias comes out, drops a promo, talks a bunch of crap about Philadelphia. He's interrupted by Apollo Crews. That was cool.
Yeah.
Apollo getting some TV time.
No, that was okay. So I like that a lot. That was good. He comes out. Apollo Crews is talking. He's going to get a little push.
Yeah,
like a little push.
A little push,
and then he'll probably sink back into. I don't know, man. Here's the thing about Apollo Crews. I like this promo because he was saying, "I'm not funny. I don't dance." I wish Apollo would do this. If you're listening, Apollo. When Drew McIntyre talks on the mic, and I know a lot of it has to do with like natural grizzly charisma, but he's got such an intensity.
Mm-hmm.
Go ask Drew, what do you do to bring that intensity?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there any, I don't want to say tricks, but is there anything that you specifically sort of do to of bring that level of intensity?
I mean, if you're talking like in terms of a performance as an actor would preparation. Yeah, I understand.
Like, do you think now Drew has been doing it for longer than Apollo Crews has?
Yeah.
You think Drew looks in a mirror or is on the road and is practicing over and over again?
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, practice does make that's nothing about Ronda. They probably gave her that script last week.
Yeah.
They're not giving her that 10 minutes in advance. And so Apollo just needs to do that. Like that's the piece of advice that Stone Cold, that Kevin Owens claims Stone Cold gave him 10 years ago.
Just keep talking.
Always keep talking. And if Apollo Crews can get the intensity down, then, he has everything in the ring.
Yes.
It's just whatever comes out of your mouth has to be compelling. If they tell you to read part of a phone book, Drew McIntyre can make that compelling.
Oh, hell yeah.
If Apollo Crews can do that, then he'll go a long way.
Yes.
And I want to see that.
Yes, me too. Segment ends with Apollo Crews kicking Elias in the head. Insecurity, I believe.
Yeah.
Next, just a quick little bit of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose talking backstage.
Uh-huh.
I guess they're kind of cool again.
Yeah.
Leads us to our main event, Dogs of War versus The Shield. There's at least twice that Seth was pushed into Dean.
Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead.
So Dean's trying to pin, I think, Drew.
Okay.
And Dolph, he hits a dirty deed.
Yeah, he hits a dirty deeds
and
on
then Dolph shoves Seth into Dean to break up the pin.
Yeah. Time-honored tradition, dude.
But just from Dean's perspective, think about it. What would implore Seth to break up a pin for no reason that would secure a win for his team?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Why get mad at Seth for that?
Yeah.
He didn't do it. It boggles the mind. I don't get the motivation from a character perspective why Dean would get in his face and be upset about that.
Yeah. I mean, they've done that kind of thing before.
I know, and rarely does it ever make sense.
Yeah, it never really makes sense.
And it bothers me.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it. Not a fan.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Because earlier on, Drew and Dolph hit the Claymore zigzag combo on Roman. Dean and Seth break up the pin.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, Braun is in the corner. Drew is running to try to give Roman a Claymore. Roman moves. He Claymores Braun instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the end, Dean pins Dolph after a Shield powerbomb. That was actually kind of a cool segment.
Yep.
Transition to the Shield powerbomb. After the match, Braun starts yelling at everybody. And then he gives Dolph a power slam. Turns around, eats a Claymore purposely from Drew. That was great. Give Drew all the titles. Drew is the best.
Yeah, Drew is the best, and I'm looking forward to that. Looks like we're having problems with the stream here. We gave you 47 good minutes of lag-free stream, people, so maybe watch the rest of it when you can. We got a SmackDown 1000 preview right now. Let's take a look at this. Rey Mysterio to face Shinsuke Nakamura in a WWE World Cup to determine best in the world qualifying match at SmackDown 1000. Do you think, it says here, did you think SmackDown 1000 couldn't get any bigger? Think again. In his first match on SmackDown Live since 2014, the returning Rey Mysterio will square off with the United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura in a WWE World Cup qualifying match. The field in this 8-man tournament to determine the best in the world is already incredibly star-studded with 16-time world champion John Cena, Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and former world champions Seth Rollins. Well, he's the current Intercontinental champion. Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton already punching their tickets to WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. It's sure to be a thrilling qualifying match, as Mysterio will look to use his speed and inimitable high-flying ability to keep the King of Strong Style on his toes, while Nakamura will attempt to stop the Ultimate Underdog in his tracks with his arsenal of devastating strikes. Who will walk away from this dream match with a place in the WWE World Cup to determine best in the world? Find out during SmackDown Live's historic 1000th episode, tonight at 8/7 Central on USA.
Yeah, The Undertaker comes to SmackDown 1000.
They stop every one of these paragraphs ends except for the last one with 8/7 Central.
Yeah. On what is sure to be a historic night, one of WWE's greatest legends will be in attendance as The Undertaker will make his presence felt at SmackDown 1000. The Phenom was the top dog on the blue brand for a number of years, leading the way as the World Heavyweight Champion while taking part in unforgettable rivalries against fearsome competitors like Batista, Edge, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and his own brother, Kane! Fresh off devastating Triple H and Shawn Michaels at WWE Super Showdown, what does the dead man have in store? Find out during SmackDown's 1000th episode tonight, 8/7 Central on USA Network.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they really do.
Let's see here. Evolution reunites Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, and Ric Flair to appear at SmackDown 1000. I mentioned this off camera. It's weird that they're not advertising Batista more.
They're really underselling Batista's, presence and all this.
The band is back together at SmackDown 1000 tonight. Evolution reunites. Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, and Ric Flair will be in Washington, D.C. for the historic event. Evolution is comprised of some of the most successful superstars in history, including a man who currently stars in one of the biggest movie franchises in cinema history.
Yeah.
There are 49 world championship reigns between the four members who ran roughshod through the WWE on Raw from 2002 to 2005, then rode again for a vicious rivalry with The Shield in 2014.
Which they lost.
What does Evolution have in store as they make their first ever appearance on the blue brand during this groundbreaking night? Find out during SmackDown's 1000th episode tonight at 8/7 Central on USA Network.
Rusev takes on The Miz in WWE World Cup qualifying match on SmackDown 1000. Rusev goes 1-1 with The Miz, determined one of the final SmackDown Live superstars for WWE World Cup, determined best in the world. The Bulgarian Brute will look to move past the last few weeks, which saw Aiden English try to drive a wedge between Rusev and his wife Lana. The Miz is also trying to exercise demons as he attempts to get over his lightning-quick loss to Daniel Bryan at WWE Super Showdown 2 weeks ago. The winner of this battle will join, we've already seen all these names, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, the winner of Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke Nakamura, an 8-man tournament determined the best in the world. Who will advance WWE Crown Jewel?
Ooh. Let's answer some questions here.
Josh Lazo on a poo break just stopped in to say hi.
Again, way too much info.
Yes.
Discord GM Cody Miles. What's worse with the Saudi situation? This is Cody Miles here. Linda being on the president's cabinet and Vince being in bed with the Saudis, or a libertarian mayor being in the main event of the show. That's all you, Cody Miles. I don't know.
Twinewinder 1, John Cena complained to Undertaker about Nikki breaking his door. Ring, 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 ring.
Who am I, Undertaker?
Of course.
Come on in. Oh, hey, John. Good to see you, old friend.
Mark, I have a question for you.
Oh, WrestleMania 35. You're going to be my retirement match. I'm going to go into the Hall of Fame, and then I'm going to put you down like a dog. Oh, that should be a lot of fun.
Has Michelle ever broken your door?
What?
It's Michelle, your wife.
Yeah. Michelle? Did she break my door? Michelle! John wants to know if you broke my door. My door's fine, John. What's wrong with my door?
No, my concern is not your door, Mark. It's my door.
I might need another lock, though, because I think my brother Kane has been trying to get in there and steal some of my treats that I keep under my pillow. I got some little Debbie cakes down there, man. Star Crunch, fudge rounds, and oatmeal cream pies. Resting dog.
Thanks for your help, Mark. Oh, goodness. Fear and Loathing NYC between the time Corbin told him about his match. How in kayfabe did Kurt Angle find and get someone to find the AOP? Oh, someone to face the AOP in a handicap match.
He just found some slob backstage.
His travel agent.
Exactly, yeah. He was like, oh, this is, no. He found like a fan he put up on Twitter really quick. Oh, hey, win a chance to be on WWE Raw. And whoever responded found some guy who looked nothing like him.
Yeah.
Didn't even have the body. There at the bottom. Who's better, Vacation Kurt or Vacation Okada?
Oh, Vacation Okada.
Oh, man. Vacation Okada lives the life,
I don't think we're going to be saying a whole lot of Vacation Kurt. Fear and Loathing NYC is Chill Kurt gimmick infringement.
Is what?
Is Chill Kurt.
Oh, man. I'll happily give those ideas away.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. It's not just a gimmick. That's a way of life.
Absolutely. It's one that we advocate. Nemo, do you think it's on purpose that they have not said that crown jewels in Saudi Arabia once throughout the show? Or at least I didn't hear it. You're not dreaming, man.
It wasn't an accident.
That was not an accident.
Lake Locke, I haven't watched Raw in a few weeks. It's given me a chance to catch up on some comic books. Do you have any recommendations? For comic books or watching Raw?
Batman Damned. It shows Batman's dingus. They literally did that.
Wow.
Iconic Bud Ryan. Should Nobody Looks Like Me, Nobody Smells Like Me be on Lashley's next t-shirt? Yeah. Nobody looks like him. Nobody smells like him. Lashley.
Robbie, 1896. Since when is a World Cup filled with only Americans? I guess that means Rusev is going over.
Well, the World Series is too. Well, okay, no, it's not, because teams have a wide variety of cultures on them. What's that now?
I guess it means Rusev has to win.
Oh, man, Miz is going over.
Yeah, I know.
Aiden English. That's the funny thing, is that Rusev totally should.
I know.
Let's see here.
Soul FGC, Kenny Omega telling Tama Tonga the time is Dean o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Tama, do you know what time it is?
Who the fuck time is it?
It's Dean o'clock, you son of a bitch.
Good luck in WWE. Let's see here.
Canon SG. Hey, friendos, it's your best blind friendo. Hello.
Hello. Oh, that's it? No question?
Yeah, that's just it. Just saying hi.
Let's see here.
Wayne Maker. Baron's character is just generic jock from Saved by the Bell. Fact.
Who? Baron's character is just generic. Oh, I kind of see that.
Oh, generic jock. Okay.
A jock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, you're going to be in a match against AC Slater this week.
Real Retarsi says underrated dip for fries. Sour cream.
Well, it makes sense. I've never thought about it, but it makes total sense. On your baked,
Hey, you want a baked potato? I got some sour cream too.
No, I'm not into it.
No, well, think about it. You don't put sour cream on? I know you're not a dairy guy.
No, I don't put sour cream on anything.
But sour cream is it's a time-honored tradition to put on most baked potatoes.
I understand that.
So why wouldn't it go with fries?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would fit.
Seems weird, right? But
Yeah,
I think
it
it shouldn't seem weird.
I don't know. Real Retarsi.
I don't put ketchup on my baked potatoes.
You know what's good on... No, I don't either. You know what I've tried before that's actually pretty good is maple syrup with french fries. That's good.
Maple syrup with french fries.
A little maple syrup on it. It's delicious.
I put maple syrup on... Well, no, I don't.
On hash browns?
No, sometimes I'll make a Hilton sandwich. He told me about this. Take 2 waffles, put peanut butter between them, and dip it in maple syrup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember that. Resolute Germ, can we get rid of Vince already?
Lashley.
Let's see here.
Josh Little, is there anyone to compete with Ronda and Raw right now until Shayna or Candice is called up? Too sweet, hearty handshake, and shoulder lean. No. Till Charlotte, maybe. Till Charlotte comes over to Raw after the Royal Rumble. But even then, I don't see Charlotte beating Ronda for the belt.
Yeah, no, Ronda's gonna have that. I'm gonna take a stab.
Shayna, maybe.
Yeah, I think if anybody takes it off her, it might be Shayna down the line, because they can run a really fun angle with them. I think.
Yeah.
I think. Anyways, we're gonna do a pay-per-view.
I suppose we could.
Can we do another Halloween Havoc?
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose Halloween Havoc 2004.
Was there one in 2004?
No, God, no. Did you do 95 already?
Maybe.
Let's find out.
Do we do 2000?
Maybe. Oh man. Oh, I can't remember doing this.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I kind of remember this one.
About 99. We do 99.
Let's see if we did 90. Can we do World War III instead?
Okay.
I'll do World War III 1995. Lashley. Lashley.
All right, go ahead.
All
How
right.
many matches do you have?
I have 7 matches.
I have 9.
Why do we never have the same number of matches?
I don't know.
Take off 2.
All right. Yuji Nagata versus Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon.
No.
Wow. Singles match for the WCW World Television Championship. Johnny B. Bad, the champion, versus DDP.
What year was this? 95?
World War III 95.
DDP.
Wrong. They were pushing Johnny B.
No,
Bad
I know.
hard back then, man.
Tag match for the World Tag Team titles. The Steiner Brothers versus the Blue Bloods.
Steiner Brothers.
Yeah.
Never bet against them. Taped fist match. Their fists were taped.
Yeah. No, I put that together.
Jim Duggan versus Big Bubba Rogers, a.k.a. the Big Boss Man.
Boss Man.
Very good.
In a Ravens rules match, Scotty Riggs versus Raven.
What year was this? I'm sorry?
99.
Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I asked that. I'm sorry. In no universe did that ever go the other way.
No.
Tag team match. Bull Nakano with Akira Hokuto versus Mayumi Ozaki and Cutie Suzuki.
Bull.
Very good. Yeah.
Alex Wright versus Steve McMichael.
Oh, man. What year was this?
99.
Man. Oh, 99? I'd say Alex Wright.
No, you'd be wrong.
Why did they give McMichael so much stroke?
I don't know.
United States Heavyweight Championship match. The champion, Kensuke Sasaki, versus
the crippler, Chris Benoit.
Suzuki.
Very good, yes.
Cruiserweight title match. The challenger, Rey Mysterio, taking on the champion, Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh. I'll say... Wait, who's the champion?
Eddie.
Eddie kept it.
Yeah.
Okay. Singles match. The Master of the Torture Rack of Doom. The Total Package. Lex Luger. Versus, oh yeah, let's get this match down on paper. We've got 5 minutes and 28 seconds in a singles match.
It's 95.
95.
Luger.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't sign up for this. Oh,
no DQ match for the United States title. The champion, Kurt Hennig, versus Ric Flair.
Hennig.
Yep.
Singles match. Sting versus Flair. How many times those guys fight?
I know. Sting.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Who won 60-man World War III?
I'm sorry? 60 men,
60
three
man World War-
cages, is that what it was?
Yeah. For a world heavyweight title match.
What year was this?
99.
Kevin Nash.
Close. Scott Hall.
Oh, dear. All right. Who won the 60-man?
This is 95.
World War III match.
Hogan.
Savage, which explains why he lost to Luger.
So.
Yeah, I had 4. Did you
Same
get 5?
here, 4.
Oh, you got 4? Okay, cool.
One more super chat here. Aaron, I'm starting to think Evolution was only done to save WWE money. Instead of paying all the ladies a flat guilt fee, they can do a pay-per-view and give them their regular salaries, look good, and phone it in. I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not that cynical about it.
Yeah.
I think they just think they can make money off it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think they do things out of guilt. But thank you for your support.
Yes.
Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Apologize to the live viewers. We thought we were going to get through all stream today.
Yeah.
We tried. Anyways, till next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.